Hello fellow evoholics and welcome to the PvP Industries channel. This is a Saturday night stories from Deep Space Travels video. And in this video we're gonna be talking about my first haul with my brand new Occator built by Techie. So let's get into the story. So, if you remember, I was discussing on that video that how good the trades and the hauls will be better with more space to haul with. And this actual contract, I pointed out, look, 18 million for 9 jumps. That's crazy good. So, I decided to take a closer look at it, and well, here we are. The low sec tag is here. So I was trying with different kind of filtering and nothing. So I decided to do as I told you in my pre-flight checklist video, to take a look closer what we are up to. And this was the situation. The spot where I was supposed to be picking up the package was Hroduko, which is a high sec island surrounded by low sec and null sec. So obviously that was kind of warning sign number 2, because the warning sign number 1 was the almost too good to be true pricing on that contract. 2 million per jump is crazy good. So, okay, I still decided to go and check out things. So I landed on the high sec spot here, the Erlendur, but I realized there was no base to park. So I searched for a base to park and found a base here in Lirerim. Obviously it was player-owned base, and I really hope that it was not something that would lock me out as soon as I left on my Corvette. So I flew through Frulegur to Hroduko and back and forth a couple of times. I bounced a little on here, descanning everything, and there were 3 guys in the 3 players in the system, 2 with -10 and 1 with -6.6 security settings, so I knew they were local gankers just guarding this system and everything coming through. So as there was no life around it, I flew back to Lirerim, pick up my Occator and headed to Hroduko. I was descanning the entire way, and nothing in space. So went to Hroduko, picked up the package, and the gate check here was all green before I left. So I felt good. So then I left the station and headed into Heck, which was the drop-off station for the contract. And I go through the gate. There was nothing on the high sec side of the gate. No like scouts informing that someone's coming through with a big ship. But this is where I land into. So basically what I landed into was this D-scan here. So there was Aratu that was sitting, there was Leshak that was on its way, and in this situation I decided to start OBS because I wanted to record if I'm gonna be like a Titanic on my maiden flight to die. And after I got OBS running, I was still on gate cloak, and Megatron had just spawned into the gate too. So, well, I think it was a trap, and was trying to plan my great escape, as the quadrant is named for. So I had the warp core stabilizer, I had a micro jump drive, and a cloak and an afterburner. Afterburner to avoid disruptions and scrams, to pick up speed, a micro jump drive to jump like 100 meters out of the gate. I decided not. I hovered my mouse, you will see soon. I hovered my mouse on top of the cloak, but I decided not to use it because I think you don't jump as far if you cloak up. I'm not sure, but I didn't want to try it out as I was testing it when I was coming to this site. But other than that, I was just trying to execute warp core stabilizer micro jump combo to get out, put on the repairers or the armor stuff here, and hope for the best. So here it goes. So now I start lining, I hover, I put on the warp core stabilizer and the micro jump. You can see micro jump is initiated, and here the disruption starts. The Arazu has a disruptor, which is not going to kill my micro jump drive. Here you can see a disruptor will only disrupt the ships with warp drive and have no effect on micro warp drives or micro jump drives. They also have lower warp disruption strength than warp scramblers. So he's not gonna stop me from jumping out with the micro jump drive. He's just hoping that he's gonna disrupt my actual warp. So no effect on micro warp drives, which I don't even have. I have an afterburner to avoid warp scrambling, because warp scrambling disables micro warp drives and the micro jump drives. And they have also higher warp disruption strength compared to warp disruptors. So the first guy has warp disruptor. I'm definitely gonna beat him with the everything I have on my toolbox. Okay, Lishak also has a disruptor, or I don't know, I think it would say scram attempt. So the Lishak has a disruptor too. And now what happens next? Boom, the micro jump went through, and when you land you're almost at warp speed, so I'll just click on the jump on the gate, and when I finally start pulling out, I put a good fight on the local. I don't post it yet because I'm hesitant. I think they might have catalysts waiting, because they're not gonna jump those expensive ships through and follow me. Yeah, the only risk now is that they're gonna have something cheap waiting on the other side of this gate to kill me. No matter that risk, I still decide to post a good fight on the local, as they're not following me, at least, which I did expect, because they don't want to lose like 3 billion worth of ships or more to be concorded on the other side, because this is high sec and there's nothing here, so I'm kind of clear. And yeah, but now let's go to the great escape, the story time that we are looking for. So here is where the attacker kind of makes the mistake. They have the disruptors, as we saw, so this T2 warp core stabilizer will easily beat those two disruptors. I have 3 points against their 2 points, And they are not gonna stop. The disruptor is not gonna stop the jump, but it's only gonna stop me from warping out, which I'm not doing. I'm doing the warp out after the jump. So I'm totally safe from these disruptors here. They don't have a scram, and even with one scram, they would still not have enough points. But here's the mistake. Here, the Leshak, the Arasu has the disruptor, the Leshak has the disruptor. They don't do anything to me. Because I'm not warping out, I'm jumping with a micro jump. And I even have a afterburner to avoid scrams. So, because they don't have scrams, the whole thing is gonna go through. During this so-called PvP battle, I was just like internally screaming, jump, 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 jump. And but the biggest mistake comes here. You see the Leshak webs me. And the idea of webbing is, you can see the small icon here and here. He's webbing me. The idea is to kill the speed. If I would use the afterburner, it would kill my speed and would slow me down. But what happens here is, as you can see, when I started aligning, I picked up speed. I am at 65 meters per second. And when the web hits me, the idea is that it kills the top speed of my ship. So it's like a PvP thing to use webs on faster ships to slow them down so you can catch them and kill them on a nearby battle. When he now webs me, he actually kills my speed, the total speed of the ship. But look what happens. We can do frame by frame. The micro jump drive, there's that little black thing on the speedometer. The micro jump will initiate when I hit here, just like warp in general. You will fly off when you hit here. I'm not warping. These disruptors are not doing anything. So the web now kills my full speed, and now you can see when the web activates here, I go, suddenly my speed is at 100, and that's when I'm gone. I'm basically gone. The next tick, no matter what they would have fire at me, I'm gone, because the micro jump gets initiated immediately and I'm off. And here they can't reach me anymore, they can't lock me anymore because I'm too far away, most likely, or they try to lock me, but because I'm in a new location, it's gonna take time and they can't have anything to basically stop me. They could fire at me, but as I'm almost at warp speed anyways, I get away. So them not having scrams with them was the plunder for the Etsukin team. If they'd had those, I would have been dead. No doubt about it. So, good fight, guys. You kind of plundered there. It doesn't matter. And let's take that off. And I completed the deal and got the 18 million out of it, and 180 million collateral back. And here's my Occator with 0 scratches, but some like marks on those disruptors. But anyways, then I after I landed and I filled the contract, I did chat the guys, and here one of the gankers said that the Arzu forgot to change disruptors on scrams. So had he had scrams, I would have been dead. 180 million lost, and the 240 something million. Oh, I don't know what is this ship worth actually. Let's see. It's 313 million ship, so it would have been like a 400 million, a 400 or actually 500 million loss. So half a bill loss had they have a scram, or actually more than one scram on me. I think one scram versus my warp core stabilizer would have probably not be enough, because as far as I know, it's a 3-point defender advantage with that T2 warp core stabilizer. Not sure, but you can correct me if I'm wrong. I talked with the guy who I did the delivery for, and he says he was scared by the guys. That's why he contracted him. I told him that I suspect he's in on it, because suddenly the guys are just there when I accept a deal. But no matter what, even if he was, it's just a game. That's how you make money. That's one way to make money in this game. One other thing I could have been is wait until this video time, and when just after downtime do the jumps. But thanks to the little mistake by the enemy, I was able to get out unscratched, and here to tell the story and keep flying my beautiful Occator and techie YouTube built this. So anyways, this is it. This is the interaction you get with people. These are the stories. Even if it's just boring hauling, I mean, it's an interesting story. It's an interesting thing to go back and see what happened and why I got away. And it was just because they didn't have the correct tools to stop me, and I had the correct tools to run away. I was able to get out, and they were not able to get me. I think the cloak would have probably made it even more difficult, but me not being totally aware if it's going to shorten the micro jump or not, I decided not to use it. But if you know, let me know in the comments. But I hope you like this story, and like I said, interact with people, meet people through the comment section here on YouTube, meet the people in game, and you're gonna have fun time. You're gonna find a lot of fun content. It's their job to make money, make ISK by killing people, scamming or not. They were there waiting for me. So Lord Cross, thanks for the content. The ganking team, thanks for the content, and hope you appreciate this video. And if I was wrong about something on the mechanics of the gank failing, guys, let me know, because I haven't been on the other side. So cheers, and see you on Monday with the report video.